During World War II, one of the most crucial elements of the air war was the ability to safely secure passage for bombers into enemy territory, strike targets, and get out without catastrophic losses. Early on, the Luftwaffe held the advantage, and from this position of strength, they could easily strike England. Midway through the war, the situation fell in favor of the Allies. Now, bombing raids into Germany were growing in scale. To counter these high-flying threats, the Luftwaffe began producing new high-altitude interceptor concepts. One of these would be the Ta-152. The Battle of Britain had proven the ever-increasing importance of successful and early intercepts. During the start of the bombing campaign, Luftwaffe aircraft had specifically begun striking air bases and military installations across England while sending out hunt missions, an assortment of fighters to find and destroy British aircraft. Despite the valiant efforts of RAF crews and their foreign volunteers, the command realized that continued bombing would likely lead to the collapse of the RAF. A strange series of events would turn the tides. On August 24, 1940, a Luftwaffe bomber flight had veered off course, missing their intended industrial target on the outskirts of London and mistakenly dropping their bombs on central London. The RAF replied with a retaliatory bombing on Berlin. Hitler orders the Luftwaffe to escalate in a counter-retaliation, and from there everything came undone in what would be known as the Blitz. Ironically, this situation spared the RAF. While the Luftwaffe concentrated efforts on bombing cities, the RAF had time to rebuild and strengthen themselves, able to then enter the fray of the Great Air Battle over Britain with remarkable tenacity. While the Battle of Britain would technically be a success for the RAF, the experience had proven to both sides that once an air force had been weakened, even slightly, consistent pressure could amplify the weakness until finally the aggressor air force would dominate. That is, unless the besieged air force can invent a new strategy to equalize the situation. Later in the war, as strikes into Germany increased in scale, this problem would become obvious. The main problems facing the Luftwaffe were the scale of the attacks, often hundreds of aircraft, in some cases up to 1,000 bombers dedicated to a single mission, and the altitude of these attacks. If you've enjoyed this content, subscribe to our channel, where we deep dive into military aviation history from around the world.